go live?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering, because we're obviously still live here. But there's Catbro over there. This one seems like it's live too. I don't know, man. This is weird now. I thought it was going to do like a camera 1, camera 2 thing that I could control.
Well, it's not showing up in the chat window or in the main stream, so.
Yeah. Mike Valdez, it's live.
So I have no idea.
OBS. Yo, Mike, wait. Mike, wait a second. So is there just 2 streams going now?
I guess, man. I'll back up and see what happens.
This is wacky. Yeah. I mean, we're still live in the other one.
Yeah.
It's only 6:10.
Catbro camera 2 test live, 1 watching.
We got Mike Valdez checking out the other cam.
Kickstarter funded in 28 hours live, and
they're both live.
Counting, yeah. It shows them both live.
Yeah. So Mike, I don't think Mike realizes that we're in the other. Oh man. Okay, so we got Matt in there too, moderating.
There's no sound on that camera, is there?
I think. Let me. No. Oh no, I can mute it right here. Oh yeah, you get it closer. Yo, so yeah, there's sound. There he is. This is crazy. Yo, so
he's not fucking amused.
Yeah, he's like, what is going on? Wait, so right now, is there 2 separate streams going on?
That's what YouTube's showing me.
This is so crazy. So I thought it was going to be like camera 1, camera 2.
Can you zoom it in too, or?
Not really. Mayor dreams always come true. Yo, this is crazy. So I don't know. I guess some of you guys are watching on this one. Some of you guys are watching on this one. I thought it was going to be like camera 1, camera 2. I could switch back and forth, but maybe you can just have 2 windows open. So now you can peep Catbro over here.
Check this out. So I'm going to put that there. Let's not spill that.
There we go. All right.
I can't believe he's still chilling after all that.
I know. He's cool, man. He really doesn't care. So, yeah. So
Catbro cam.
We got the Catbro cam. So, twin, may your dreams come true.
Catbro cam.
So I guess you guys we can just hang out in both. I don't know. I wish there was a way I could
combine
them, but it's all good. This was worth doing just to see how this works because
yo, twin, what's going on?
I'm so glad that we figured out like how to do both. This is really cool. Maybe we can figure out how to do.
That's super funny.
Both cams and you guys are completely awesome. Yeah, that's what we're going for, Jeb. So right now, if you're just tuning in, we actually have a second stream going of just Catbro. He's chilling with us, but he's off camera in the live stream, the celebratory live stream. So we figured out how to set up this other webcam I got that my friend Bill got me a gift card for, and I've since thrown it in my desk because I never use it for the channel.
Yeah.
So this is a great use just to have Catbro on his own separate stream. So all right, we got the test stream going good. So awesome.
Yeah.
So you can't have them both up at the same time, twin? Catbro turned his back on the fam. Jay, what up with that?
Oh, I don't know. So wait, am I like? So is that not the other one not live anymore?
No, the other one's live too. They're both live. It's just it seems like they can't.
You can't cross link it.
So you can't open up a second window and go to the and have them both like side by side. Oh, both are live. So like, are you guys watching in like tabs on like Google Chrome or something? It's like one is open, or do you have to or you can only be in one? Oh, you're on the phone. I got you. That's right, twin. That's right. Okay. Well,
I'm hanging out in the main chat myself.
We're both in the chats. I got both chats up. So wherever you guys want to chill, we got it going. Well, I mean, this is worth it to test out. I'm switching between the two. Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess that's why. If you're on the phone, you can only go to one stream.
unless you open it in Google Chrome, you can probably do it without opening the
you
YouTube
can probably
app.
do it in both. So it's awesome. Yeah, Catbro came out tonight to help celebrate. He's kind of tired though. He was partying pretty hard. He was really happy with the funding campaign, but now he's like just, I don't know, on cloud nine.
I could probably turn around so I can see his face.
Oh, hey, Scott Clark, thank you so much. Thanks for coming through. We got 2 streams going right now. One is of us here, and one is of Catbro. He's the mascot of the channel. He's chilling. So, but thank you, Scott.
He got his own chair.
He's got his own chair.
Damn.
And thanks for coming through the stream, Scott. Cool. So yeah.
So this is also a landmark because we've never streamed together 2 nights in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
really?
No.
How does it feel?
Same.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'm really.
Quiche was good, by the way.
Thanks, dude. Oh, you had some cool. Yeah.
I powered it down while I was waiting for the.
Nice, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's really good.
Sorry that you had to like scarf it.
It's all right. That's how I'm used to eating my meals, prison style. Okay, it's done now.
You don't eat.
Yep, that's it.
Jay, every time I have a question in life, I'm gonna be like, Jay, what up with that?
See, if your dad's name is also Jay, then you could ask either one of us.
Yeah, they'll
hopefully. You should get your dad to sit with you on the stream. Get him to log into Google, and you'd have the meeting of the Jays.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, this is really So Mike says with OBS, which is the streaming software, you can do the camera 1, camera 2 thing. I just want to do like a Wayne's World thing where it's like camera 1,
camera 2, camera 1, camera 2.
Bro,
let's do the mega happy ending.
Yeah, that was so good. Oh, thanks, Scott. Yeah, I got the new wall shelf up. It's working out pretty well.
Mopeds.
I still got to get some mopeds recommended by the wizard himself to angle the.
They don't have to be the RLX mopeds. They're.
I gotta get something.
Those are the ones I use because I've had them forever. Oh, that Tia Carrera is a stone cold fox.
Thank you, Scott. Who is that?
Tia Carrera?
Yeah.
She was Wayne's love interest in Wayne's World.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's her like actress name? That's like a real name?
Yeah, that's her, well, her whatever, yeah. Or at least her stage name as an acting professional, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, what happened to her? How come she's not in stuff anymore?
Because she's probably like 65 now. Memory of it all.
Yeah, the game.
Maybe the pressure from being in Wayne's World and being that famous was too much to handle, and she lives in a hotel in like Westlake, Pennsylvania.
And, like, pursued her music career.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
But yeah, Tia, if you're out there, great job in Wayne's World. Camera 1, camera 2. That's our inspiration for this stream.
Who's Anthony? Who's Anthony? My drummer.
Let me just quote Wayne's World all night.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott said Oralex is what I use.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So there's a few different.
There's a bunch of different brands. I mean, I think even like Seismic Audio makes one now.
Oh, okay.
You could buy cheap shit like acoustic foam tiles and do the same thing if you're.
Let's do something. Coop's asking if he's alone.
Alone in the
Capro.
Oh yeah, probably. Matt's talking about Winnie Cooper.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Man, we're bringing out all the old crushes here, huh? Yeah, I really should get that. Get something for that. I mean, so far so good, but yeah, I'm really digging this setup, dude. By the way, I haven't talked to you about it since the last stream, but
yeah,
it's been working out really well. And I got all my synths. I got my Moog Minotaur and my.
Your desk chair actually will telescope higher than you're sitting now, right?
Yeah.
So that coupled with the fact that you're like 6.5 feet.
That's why I put it that high. Yeah.
That makes sense now.
I like measured it out so that it would be like level with my ears. Like I'm obviously not sitting up straight here, and this chair is a little lower. But yeah, Scott, I don't know, or Twin, I know a couple of you guys are asking. That's the height I kind of figured out. Where is it like hitting my 360 or whatever.
So when you monitor that way, though, do you angle them in more than that, or that's pretty much how they go?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been like moving the lights around. It's not like, yeah, I could angle them in more.
I was just curious if you did, or if that's how you.
Sometimes, well, I kind of try to move in and out of the. Yeah.
Well, you know about like the equilateral triangle.
Yeah.
Setup, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you want it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have an equilateral triangle set up in my studio. I don't have enough space.
Can't you just move closer or move further?
That's what I do. I kind of like pull in over the desk when I really want to get in the field.
Yeah.
But, you know, it works out. But, yeah. So what else is going on out there, TascFamp?
Yeah.
It's your Wednesday night. We're seeing you again, second time this week.
Second time this week. We usually we're up at the studio, but we decided to do the this from HQ here tonight. So
and I'm not even wearing my hat.
Yeah, this is like
ran out the door, didn't even have time to put a hat on.
So many firsts tonight. We got camera 2 going. We got a couple people chilling in there, which is fun. Catbro is like.
Scott, there's actually like a doctorate article that some student wrote about acoustics and the application of equilateral triangles, and there's like perfect dimensions and stuff. And it really can get pretty crazy. But yeah, it's something I'm acutely aware of.
He's so cute. He's just chilling out.
Getting your monitoring environment set up the right way is like sort of like the first step to good mixes. So if you guys don't know about that stuff, maybe I'll see if I can dig up that doctorate paper and post that in the forum so you can all sort of check it out. Like, not reachable, I think, for most people in the average environment, the spacing from walls versus, back wall, side wall, all that stuff. But yeah, adjusting your sound stage, right? That's what we're talking.
Cool.
But, there's also, I've been in studios too where the triangle wasn't a thing. The monitors are basically like blasting past your ears. And I've actually found with NS10s that like you tend to mix more accurately and more, with more accurate dimension if you use what works. Well, I think the accuracy, the equilateral is sort of mathematically proven.
Right.
But
that's what, yeah.
What's up with the Atom A7Xs? I don't know.
Everybody I know is getting them, huh?
I don't know.
Jay, what up with that? We should do a segment.
Maybe the Atoms are the new hot monitor. For a while it was like Dyne Audio, I think, or like their midline. I'm not sure. You could correct me on that. But
oh, cool, Scott. That sounds like a cool. I'll try that out. Yeah, I got them in right now, but
yeah, I always put the tweeters on the outside, especially with the Yamahas because they're painful as fuck. Well, my main monitors are coaxial, so it's all sort of like in one thing.
Yeah.
But when I used to run the Yamahas, they were always out.
Yeah. I always say this too, but like, if you can see in the middle here, that's my baritone. I actually emailed Behringer about it. I figured out why they stopped making that. My segue was
copyright infringement.
No, they actually own Oratone.
Oh, do they?
So there were or Aventone, or one of the other companies that's like a big company.
Yeah.
So they're the parent. Their parent company owns Behringer, Aventone, Oratone. So that's probably why they stopped making that, because they were maybe cannibalizing their sales or competing with themselves. But that's the one I use mostly, is mono mix, just straight down the middle, Scott. Like,
if any of you guys are thinking about buying one of those things, if you have a table saw and a little bit of woodworking skill, don't even buy it. Don't bother.
Yeah, I don't have a table saw or any amount of skill, so I had to get one.
I'm sure you could build the skills. You're a smart guy. I'm sure you could figure it out. It's good. I'm sure it would take some nicks and cuts and scrapes to do it, but you could get there.
Yeah, I'd make it work. Hey, Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through, and thanks for the congratulations. We're just chilling tonight, doing the coffee thing we love to do so much, and just celebrating what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're apparently voted best bang for the buck in the mid-priced category, 1,500. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not Rocket.
No.
Are those the ones that Dave used to have?
Adam? Yeah. No, Dave has ATCs.
Oh, okay.
That's like a $5,000 pair of monitors.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Which the ATCs.
Did you have Adams?
No.
Oh. Somebody must have.
I don't have that kind of money.
That sounds so familiar.
The ATCs sound good. They're not hyped, but they also tend to have like nowhere near the right bass response, regardless of how you use them or where you use them. So if you're going to go that way, I would make sure you have a sub at least on a mono feed with an on-off switch somewhere, because the low frequency representation on those tends to be very lacking, which surprised me for a $5,000 monitor set. But
yeah.
But yeah, so maybe the Atom is like the new hot thing. Like there's a lot of speakers that have gone through that cycle though. Like there's a lot of guys who did a lot of rock, whatever, pop rock records and stuff in like the late 90s through the early to mid 2000s, and like most of those guys spawned a generation of people who couldn't get enough of like the midline Genelec, which I don't think are great sounding monitors, but I guess with a monitor you don't want it to sound great, you want it to sound accurate, so who knows. But definitely don't buy KRKs. It's just you're buying something that everybody knows is a piece of shit. So avoid it if you can avoid it.
Oh man, Jay does not pull any punches. That's something
ever.
That's something I really appreciate. That's what we're talking about last night after the streams.
Well, what's the point in pulling punches, man? Like why would I candy coat anything?
Yeah.
I'd rather get to the truth.
Sure. Yeah, and a lot of people don't like the truth. I think that's.
I know. It's kind of sad.
Will said the Catbro cam is all that is now needed. Yeah,
of course, he's doing everything he can to shy away from it.
I know.
Stop looking at me,
yeah, see if we can we're gonna get another angle in there. Let's see. He's tired, man. What he's doing all day. Oh, you can see the other camera there. Man, he is tuckered out, dude. He's like, I don't know what this thing is. Yeah, we were testing out another camera, Andrew, that has just joined us. Got this other stream of Catbro going on. I think he's very aware that he's like on camera. I almost seem to be aware of that sometimes. It's funny. Like, I don't know what that is. There he is, sniffing it. Yeah, so do you want to check out Catbro? He's chilling. He's chilling right there next to us.
For a second, so I can do that.
Oh, looks like he's looking now. Look, if you want to check him out, he doesn't look very happy, but
no, he doesn't.
I think he's just tired. Yeah, he's tired. All right, he's gonna go back to his bed. But if you want to check him out, he's on that other camera too. I'm now up close with Catbro. Whoa, leave me alone. Yeah. Disdainful look. Yeah, he's good at that. I guess most cats are. But yeah, so if you're wondering why we're talking down here, there's Catbro and the other out there.
Matt, I had a pair of KRKs come into the speaker shop that I work in on Monday, and the complaint was that one of them doesn't work. So I had them set up on the bench, and I was running audio through them. And then my boss came down, and he's like, well, what'd you find? I said, well, they sound like shit. He's like, oh, they're broken? I said, no, they just come that way. And he sat down in the chair I was sitting in, and he listened to him. He was like, "Yep, sound like shit." So there you go.
Hey, Brandon, coming through on the Catbro stream. Yeah, we got 2 streams going right now, Brandon. I don't know if we have camera 2. We're trying to figure out how to do both cams. You know, maybe we could do that. Would be cool, man. Because we could maybe use this at the studio to do like drum stuff. Yeah, we have the computer set up, or maybe we can do camera 2. Then we could have the streaming set up in the spot where we need it, and then maybe run this out to the other room. That'd be cool, because that doesn't need to be on Wi-Fi. It just needs to be connected. So, hey, Brandon. Yeah. So, yeah. So we're just chilling.
Andrew's laughing. Why? What happened? Was it the KRK comment that got you?
I think that got everybody. That was great. We got.
Well, you know, that's true though. Like, I mean, you listen to like a commercial mix on a set of KRKs, and like the low end is like, it's never gonna sound like that anywhere ever. I don't care where you play it.
It's very hyped, right?
And the high end is like, I want to stab the tweeters as soon as like the track starts. It's like brutal, man. There's like this thing that happens like at 8K and again at like 12K plus. It's just like this. Oh, Jesus. Like I don't think I would ever record hi-hats if I had those as my main monitors. Take your head off, man.
Yeah, I never really use them. I just see that a lot of people do use them. M Audio ones. I
never sat with a pair of M Audios. I'm not too sure.
I used to have what's like another Mackie. I think I had Mackies at one point. Very hyped.
You know what? Like some of the best mixes I did when I was first starting out with like, you know, a DAW setup. I had a pair of Behringer Truths. I think they were like 6-inch woofers maybe. They were running on like 120 watt stereo power amp. And those speakers actually, you know, I mean, for starting out, those would be really good. Those tended to be actually sort of on the flat side, amazingly enough. But whatever they're a clone of, I'm sure sounded all right too. So, you know, that's sort of Behringer's shtick. You just find something that already is doing well in the market, and then you clone it and claim you designed it in Germany and sell 10 million of them before the lawsuits catch up. So, so yeah, I don't know what those come from, but they didn't sound bad. Of course, the resale on them I think was like $100 for the pair or something. So.
Andrew said he was laughing at the
yeah.
I've never heard of the Tannoy actives.
Tannoys are okay.
Scott said he's bumping these days.
Are the Tannoy actives the ones with the ribbon tweeter? There was one series of those that came out with the ribbon tweeter that was supposed to be pretty good. Started out with Alesis M1 Active MK2. Matt, I've never seen the Alesis M1 Actives, but I remember when the Alesis monitors were like a thing that people actually were like chasing after. I thought they would be awesome to have, and then I finally heard some and I was like, all right.
Not your cup of tea?
Nah, those to my ear were really kind of heavy in the mid-range, which, I mean, that's good if you need reference, but it's not great if you're mixing that way.
Yeah. Mike says I use a 15-inch PD amp for my car stereo.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, Scott, I think that's a really good point. He said mine are old school, but I know them, and that's what matters. Yeah, that's what I made that point about my car a couple streams ago. Like,
totally.
It's a, you know, I have a Nissan Sentra, 10, 12 years of car, but I've been listening to the stuff in there for 8 years. However I got it used, so it's like, so I know what stuff sounds like in there, which is the important thing. I can bring this into my car and say, you know, from listening to so many different things and other people's stuff, and say
that's why I always mix tested on the old Monsoon system in the Jetta, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I remember when you came. Yeah. That time we were like listening to like blast and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's important to have stuff that you know or two for a while, just to get to know it, because I think some people kind of do that tone chase thing where they're like, oh, I don't know if I like these. Well, let me try these.
What you should do is, if you're like trying to learn a new set of monitors, CDs of music that you've been listening to forever. And while you're fucking around in your studio or making cables or cleaning, you know, pop screens or whatever you're doing, have those things playing so that you're moving around them all the time and sort of getting used to like what those commercial mixes sound like in your system. That's a really easy way to acclimate to a new set of monitors. And same if you're like moving to somebody else's studio to record, like I would absolutely bring a reference CD, something that I could at least, you know, use as some sort of benchmark. But, you know,
yeah,
you don't want to go into anything blind environment or new to a situation. You know, you got to make sure you're doing the homework if you hope to have that pan out positively at the end. So, yeah. And pick shit that's, you know, that you really have been listening to for a while. Don't try to, like, you know, impress your friends with your mixed CD capabilities and pick all this obscure shit that you don't actually listen to. You know, if you've been listening to Nevermind since it came out in '91, I would make sure that you're using something like that and bumping it. And that's the way we always tune, you know, doing live sound. I always used to tune, like, you know, on my iPod, I had music that I've been listening to since I was a kid. And I'd put that up in a system, and if I needed to tune the graph, I did, and that's, you know, the easiest way.
use what you know.
Yep.
New iLoud speakers, small but they really grow on you. Great sound. Huh? Are those like an Apple? Are those in like an Apple product? I'll Google them right now. Yeah, because we have the computer. Because usually with my phone I can't like look at stuff because the stream is on there. iLoud speakers. Oh, iCape Multimedia. Is that it? One like a portable, kind of like one. It looks like when you maybe take to the beach or take to a picnic or something. The first studio quality portable speaker. This looks pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, is that the DM? Oh no, I thought that was the DM1 drum app in the screen there. What is that called? Like the specs. Yeah, those look cool. Matt said, "Oh wait, twins setting. Do you recommend using a 44 for making tapes for a new? Yeah, I'd get a cassette deck twin. I think you could make that. You could make tapes with it, but I mean, it's the intended purpose, you know. And I think sometimes people have issues with them playing back in stereos. So, I mean, you could, but you'd really want to have like another deck. You could use like a. I always recommend if people don't have one, just go to like a relative's house or somebody's house. Like usually people have a cassette deck like sitting in their attic, or it could just be sitting in their living room in like an old wall unit type thing with like an old stereo. I mean, they're out there. You could probably go to the thrift store, snag one. I'm sure Best Buy probably has one that they sell all the time, or an electronics store or something. Yeah, I'd recommend getting. I mean, you could do it if you're going to make a couple of them, but you know, no, you left that BBX, huh? Yeah, see, this like, I mean, you could use it, but it's, you know, it'd be better to have a stereo deck or a dedicated deck for doing that kind of thing. But you know, your mileage may vary. You could very well do whatever you want with it. Oh wow, that's awesome, Andrew. Got my M Audio Stereo Studio File 840s from a closing TV station for free. Had them forever. Sounds like a good acquisition. Getting to know your monitor is super important. You got to learn how things will translate. Yep, it's just like getting comfortable with the guitar. You sound better. That's right. I agree, Matt. What's your opinion on horns? I like using PD amps because they have mids tweeter and horns wide range besides lows. I don't have much experience with horns. Maybe Jay could fill us in when he gets a chance. Yeah, twin, definitely recommend a deck. Oh, the micros. Okay, check the videos and reviews. Top end producers sound great out of the TascFamp. That's awesome, Scott. I'll definitely check you out. They look like they're reasonably priced. Maybe I can listen to them at the music store or something. What have you been using for them for, Scott? Just like everyday listening, or have you been mixing on them? Yeah, I'd like to get another master deck myself too, guys. Like I used to have one, and it was I don't know, something just completely went bad with it, and I wound up giving it away / chucking it. So, oh, we got somebody. We got somebody in the. I hate Matt. Put him in timeout. Go sit in the corner. We got to. We got to.
Sorry about that.
You got to think about what you did. Oh yeah, do your thing. You got to think about what you did. I hate Matt. Sitting in the corner.
Yeah,
Timeout. Timeout. I don't even know what they said, but thank you, Twin, for cutting that off. Actually had another hater on it.
Did you have another hater? Yeah.
Yeah, just stupid shit. I don't know. People are crazy, and like people are just nuts. Like, doesn't even make any sense. Don't you dare talk about Catbro that way. The Grammys are stepping up their trolling. Wait, they were dissing on Catbro? What? I'm not a fan. I can't believe the Grammys are still butthurt about the whole, our whole stream we did alongside theirs. I can't believe that. Be nice to add a LiPo battery to some monitors. Yes, I'm getting used to them by listening to all Mac audio through them. I only power up the Tenoise with the Apollo Twin. Oh, cool. I have the Apollo Twin too, Scott. Oh, yeah, Matt. I don't know. I guess that's just directed at you. I don't know. Is that one? Mona Matt's haters came through the chat. They know where you hang out now, Matt. You come here every time we stream, so they must have heard about your perfect attendance record or saw all those gold stars on your wall or in your folder. Yeah, so Catbro stream is still going, right? Let's check on that. Yeah, we got four thumbs up, man. Catbro is more. This might be a thing. He gets his own stream. This is crazy.
All right, I need to get out of this.
Give him a little. He's like so still over here. It almost looks like it's a still shot. That's why I keep.
I looked down and there was 13 messages.
What? Can you tell us a little bit about what you got going on?
She's got a broken 3-knob stereo memory man like mine.
Oh shit! Timed out.
What timed out?
I think we're still there. He said, "Oh, shot timed out."
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're still good. What were you saying? She's got a memory man.
Yeah, she's got a 3-knob memory man that evidently is all sorts of broken, and she wants it. She's like, well, maybe you could look at it when I drop it off to you tomorrow and let me know. No, that's not how that works.
Oh.
So I'm trying to figure out how the handoff is going to work.
Gotcha, Rick. They meant that. Yeah, Matt. I hate Matt got put in timeout. He has to sit in the corner thinking about what he did. Scott is asking, what is next with the new pedal project?
What comes after this one?
That's a good question, Scott.
Well,
I'm gonna let Jay handle that.
Do you actually want me to let the cat out of the bag on that?
He's already out of the bag. He's right over there.
I see. He's got his own stream. He's out of the bag.
He's got his own stream. Second stream in it.
So basically, the next box I've got worked up for the channel. Is a cleaner and more precise representation of everything that I really like about 70s sort of like prosumer Japanese consoles. I'm going for inductor mid-range EQs, and I'm kicking around the idea of a sweepable high and low, maybe with Q adjust. I'm not sure yet, but I have basic graphics and sort of a layout for it, and I know what the circuit looks like, and I know that it works. So
this is news to me, man. I don't think I heard about this.
That's the next thing.
That's the next one, huh? Cool.
The only thing I couldn't fit in it that I really wanted to fit in it was VU meters, but I'm trying to keep it a small box, and I want to do a 2-channel format this time. No linear slide faders. It'll all be rotary. But we'll talk about that at some point. And you know, I didn't want to bring it up before the Kickstarter for the first thing launched because I didn't want it to get intertwined with that. Because like the TascFamp is one thing, and this is something totally different. You know, TascFamp is meant to get you the lo-fi ratty stuff that, you know, you get out of the 4-track front ends, and to get you that character. And this other thing I'm working on is you know, aimed at being a cleaner thing, but to still give you the, you know, the hype and saturation and all the nuances of those, you know, sort of weird, like I said, prosumer kind of consoles. So that's what I've been kicking around.
That's awesome, man. This is like, man, this is a really big stream of firsts. So this is the first time we're doing 2 nights in a row. First night we got Catbro over here, and the first we ever did a Kickstarter, me personally, and the first we ever funded one. And now the first time we're hearing about Jay's new pedal, a new plan for the future. That sounds awesome. I'm really excited, Jay. This is the first time I heard about it, so there's a lot. This is awesome. So John said it's a 2-channel preamp and EQ. Is that like the?
So, yeah, it's a 2-channel preamp. EQ uses an external bipolar power supply, so you actually have, like, you know, headroom on the rails and stuff. It's built around 5532 dual op amps, real potted inductors for the mid-range. You know, the inductor EQ is what everybody loves about like Neve shit and about like the PM1000 channels and all that. So what I've done is sort of like slim down and miniaturize that idea. And really it's based on a board that I had at one point and that I sold to my brother, and I've since modded the shit out of. I sort of took everything I learned from the mods done to that board, you know, and applied it to something that fits in a big stomp box.
Now, is that the one that he had at Art Farm? That you were like fixing?
The Stevenson? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's loosely based on the mods of that Stevenson.
Cool. That's awesome, man. So it's gonna be, man, that sounds really cool. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to, okay, so it looks like I'll have to figure it out. Because I know Mike, this is completely different than what Joe was just talking about, but so when might the TascFamp go into production? Well, the Kickstarter ends in, it's over in like 27 days now, 28 days, whatever. So I think we're gonna hope to ship the pedals by August, latest.
Yep.
As long as everything goes according to plan. You can check out the risk and challenges part. But I guess once we get the funds from the Kickstarter, I can order the parts. I think Kickstarter has like a 2-week grace period or something where, you know, they check over the project and
they, I'm sure, have to collect funds and
collect
wait
the
for things
funds
to clear.
and wait for things to clear. Right. So
yeah.
It takes 2 weeks to get the funds from them, and then from there we'll order all the stuff we need. And then I guess we're looking at, I think May, first week of May. The project's over, May 4th, I believe. Or no, May.
Not to interrupt, but
2nd.
BSP Kingston just mentioned us in a story.
Whoa.
How did that happen?
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I don't know.
What the actual fuck? Like 2 weeks ago, my band was was garbage at your spot, and now you're bumping my project. I don't know.
They like you, man.
Yeah, but like in a backhanded way.
You can't believe it. Well, thanks for the shout out, guys.
Yeah.
BSP, great local venue around here. Well, yeah, and you can see a lot of stuff there. Probably one of the bigger local venues.
Certainly one of
They have
one of the biggest ones in.
That's where I saw Grizzly Bear. That Instagram shot was from that back room.
And O Positive's headliners always play there.
Yeah, it's a cool venue. Thanks, guys. Thanks for bumping the project. That's awesome. Appreciate you. Man, what was I was just going off on something. Oh, okay. May 2nd is the project end date, Scott. Sorry, back on track. So figure 2 weeks after that, May 16th. So I would assume beginning of June is when we're gonna like head down to the workshop and start putting these together. Once we get the boxes drilled, you know, the process is gonna be. Do we get the boxes screened first and then we drill them?
So what we're going to do is we're going to line the jaws of the drill press vise with microfiber cloths. The face screening has line up dots for me, and then the sides I'll have to make a template and plot each one. But they'll be drilled out with my drill press and step bits basically. So, you know, it's not a crazy process. It'll be real easy. It'll go real fast. But you know, you can be guaranteed that every single one of these pedals that you're buying has been you know, meticulously crafted and assembled by the pair of us. So you know, and maybe we could do like a live stream while we're drilling boxes and stuff.
Yeah,
get a look at us in safety glasses covered in
aluminum shavings. I was thinking that could be really fun to do, like either a stream or you know, do some kind of making of the pedals, special video for people, and put it up on the channel or stream it, or maybe we'll put together. Yeah, that'll be so easy to get some footage and stuff. Yeah, we got the logo on there. It's looking cool. We want to give a shout out to Will Mansell of. I want to give a shout out to Will for whatchamacallit. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. My phone's going nuts. Will for doing the artwork and putting that all together. We're still getting that together. That's the other thing I was going to mention was we mentioned it last night. The pedal is going to be landscape, not quite the portrait you see. It's going to be just turned sideways basically because Jay's layout is like that. And it's just going to be easier to fit what we need to fit inside of there like that. So, but we'll keep everybody updated as to those changes. But so yeah, let's see here.
Man. All right, I'm going to pick your pedal up tomorrow. Let's not talk about it.
Wait, so why are they like strong arming you into?
Oh, they're not strong arming me. I think.
So you were like, oh, I'll drop it off.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just don't understand how the repair process works.
Right.
But anyway.
Oh, they're like wanting to like turn over the next day.
Oh, she's like, well, maybe when I drop it off to you, you can just look at it and tell me what it's going to cost. It's like.
Oh, I see. So it's like she wants to like pull it apart. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That's what we were talking about last night too. You know, it's like.
I mean, I can fucking open it and tell you if like the board snapped in half, but like, you know, it's a delay pedal, so I really need to like make sure the clock is working and like, you know, inject test signals and trace things out, find out what actually happened to it. The thing she doesn't know about that pedal is, I'm pretty sure it's based on a chip that's been out of production since 1981. The Redicon SAD 1024, and if that's the case and that's what died, that thing's fucking toast. I'll buy it for parts.
Oof, we had another.
What are we getting? Fucking trolled out? What's going on here?
They trolled both streams saying some silly stuff.
Same guy?
I don't know.
Same person?
Chew? I don't know. Somebody somewhere. I don't know. Chew.
Twin, if you want me to bless your pedal,
we'll put a little. I'll just draw a W on it for Wizard.
I'll do the
K for kosher.
I'll draw you the little stick figure with the giant schlong in the bottom cover. That's the blessing. I don't bless anything. But I will perform your wedding for a nominal surcharge.
Will you? Can you do a wedding over a live stream? Like if you were here and somebody's, I guess maybe not.
No, I have to sign your certificate.
Oh, okay.
But most municipalities I don't have to register with. I can just do weddings wherever. In New York City, I have to register with the county, or with the county clerk, I guess.
I heard about that, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the ones I've done were one in Kingston, one in Poughkeepsie, and one in Albany.
That's awesome. Oh,
but
Mike's
yeah.
never been here. He said we can go to LA and get free tickets to outside events. All right, thanks, Mike. Oh, Matt said, "Are you going to help populate the boards?" Yeah, I'm gonna. If Jay needs help, I'll surely help him.
I don't know.
He's not really one to ask for help, so.
I work solo, and there's a reason for that.
Okay, so Matt, I guess that's your answer. I thought I was going to help, but.
Well, you're going to help stuff the boxes.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm going to help on some end of it.
By the time the boxes get here, I should have all the boards populated and tested already.
We're probably better off having Jay handle that aspect of it.
Well, the idea is to get them all set up with like flying leads wherever they need to be, so that I can just clip things on, and I'll build a test rig for them, and that way I can verify the boards.
Right.
And then once the boxes are there, while we're drilling boxes, or while I'm drilling boxes, we'll set up a nice cushy assembly area, maybe with a stool or something for you to sit in, and you can be. I'll show you the proper torque for tightening bolts and fasteners and screws and things. And
let's do it, man.
You can be doing that part and doing the final blow off, and getting rid of any shavings and whatever.
Floating around, is that true?
Prototypes of what?
You said you might make another 3 batch to test some things out.
I'm printing a batch of the PC boards.
Gotcha.
Just to mess around with them.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, we can sign the inside of the pedal, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
You got a specific color Sharpie you want? I mean, I don't care.
I got the list right here, so we can add. This is from last night.
I mean, I think I have like red and purple and black and maybe blue at this point.
I have like all the different ones too. So that's gonna be awesome.
Since you guys went so far as to already fund us, and day 2 hasn't even rolled out yet, I think we could probably splurge and get like a rainbow pack of Sharpies if that makes you happy.
Heck yeah.
Sign every letter of my full name like in a different color if that's what you want.
Oh, Scott, sign it under the sticker. Yeah, I used to have a Mark II, Scott. I actually sold it. It was in really good shape, and it was almost like new. And I wound up just selling it because I had at the time the Mark III and the Mark I. So, and it was kind of like a little bit pre-channel days, so I wasn't thinking about it for posterity. I'm kind of kicking myself now for getting rid of it. But yeah, Mark II is great, but I like the Mark III. It's kind of the thing I like about the Mark II is the power cable is connected to it, so you don't lose it, and also the angle of the XLR inputs is actually great. So the aesthetic's awesome.
I'm gonna actually read you a list on Osh Park. So I said last night in the stream that like there were a bunch of guys that had talked about putting fuzz pedals in guitars and doing like micro layouts for different small enclosure things. So during the course of those conversations, I actually did board layouts for the Fuzzrite on a board that ends up just under 1 inch by about 5/8 of an inch square. I got a fuzz face that's just under 1 inch by 1 inch. I did preliminary Rhodes preamp PC board, even though I think I'm going to go point to point with that when all is said and done.
Oh, these are other projects that you have on there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's the gain stage board that I did for Will. There's the 424 portrait layout version.
Yep.
And then there's the 424.
Yup. Did we just become best friends? Yup.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
And then what is this one? This is the this is the 424 preamp going the other way. Yeah, so I'm basically ready to order any of this stuff. So if any of you guys are interested in Those small version fuzz pedal things, though, for DIY, those I'm going to produce if I can get enough interest.
Cool.
And I could ship them off to you.
So that would just be the boards?
Yeah, tiny little boards. Tiny little boards.
I mean, that's something else that we could talk about if it made sense. Oh, wow. The chat just went crazy.
See, look at that little thing.
Damn.
That's a fuzz right.
Holy shit, the cast on. Well, I mean, there's something called stretch goals with the Kickstarter stuff. So like,
right.
You know, we could add some kind of stretch goal where one of these, one of the clones or one of those are included.
I mean, I'm not gonna build them, populate them for you. Those are like for, you know, people to play around with on the DIY spectrum. But
oh, I gotcha.
I certainly could have some boards made.
I mean, the stretch goal thing might be out of our league. We didn't really prepare for it. Oh, Ben's here. Ben, thank you so much. Ben, the Korean Vampire, is here. Ben, there's actually a second stream going on. Thank you, my friend. Thanks for coming through with the congratulations. Capro is on the second stream. If any of you guys get caught at the other stream. Hey, Giant Tree, I just saw you in the other one.
What do you think about modeling an amp sturdy channel after a stomp box? I know the power of a stomp box versus a preamp is way different, but that idea has always interested me. How do you mean? You mean putting the dirty channel sound of an amp into a stomp box, or trying to get the stomp box sound out of the amp's dirty channel? Yeah. I gotta step out for 1 second.
All right, man.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I think people do build fuzz into the guitar. I've seen that before. You got that's commitment right there. Oh wow, you still have an original from Mark II? How is that holding up, Scott? I'm curious. Oh, that would be really cool. Yeah, Andrew, you'll have to hit up Jay about that. What do you think about modeling an amp's dirty channel after a stomp box? I know the power of a stomp box versus a preamp is way different, but that idea has always interested me. Jay, what do you think about modeling an amp's dirty channel after a stomp box? Oh, okay, I know the power. Yeah, that's definitely a Jay question. Ben is here, guys. Ben, if you guys remember from the cabin stream, he helped us play the Ballad of Hapro live. So he's chilling right now with us. He came through to congratulate us. Thank you so much, Ben. The TascFamp is.
You got any room in your power strip down there or not?
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got, man?
I just want to power up my phone. I'm down to like 45%.
Oh shit! Yeah, I gotta power up my thing now. Yeah, I just realized I was just like gonna do that, and then I knocked over my water.
Can we like sling it up the middle there and do it?
We could be right here, man.
Might be able to get. All right. Well, if that'll reach, we'll do that.
Oh, I think we're gonna shut down the Capro stream. He's running away. He's over there. All right, Capro. Thanks for coming through.
No.
No, the Capro stream.
He's not interested.
No.
I don't want to be a celebrity. No.
He's down there now. All right. Well, this was an interesting test. Capro, say goodnight. You would not be you could spot him in the wild pretty easily. He's got that white on him.
Basically a big muffin and amp. So Coop, if you're working in a solid state amp, let's say it's
peace out. Closing down the Capro stream, so come on over to the all regular one.
The one that comes to mind are like those Marshall valve state solid state amps with the shitty distortion channel. So there are easy ways you could cut out its stock channel and implement something like a big muff circuit. You know, it'd be a lot of trace cutting and parts removal, but it certainly could be done. You also can revoice the distortion channel in those solid state amps, and a lot of people don't really understand that.